somebody watches the playback, they're going to be like, why is Claire sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for somebody to come on? That's so embarrassing. So I'm just going to talk until somebody comes on. Hello, whoever you are. Welcome. Welcome to my live stream. If you could just say hey and let me know that, thank you for the like. Let's do that so you could see the yarn. Hi. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Jess. Hi, Live Take Two. Howdy. Hey, TJ. Hi, everyone. How's everybody doing? Wow, 2 people watching, 4 likes. Could it be true? How's everyone doing on this Friday afternoon? That's what today is, right? Thank you to everyone who came out to the live stream a few days ago. Hi, Ashleen. Every time I say your name, I'm like, is that right? Thanks to everyone who came out to the live stream for the hat drop. That was so fun. I'm sending out the rest of the packages today, this afternoon, so everything will be all caught up. There's still lots of hats left to choose from. Getting ready to go make loud noise tonight with your musical group. Is that what you're referring to? Hey, Whitney. Whitney, I'm glad you're here. In case this live stream blows up, which we all know that it won't. But what if it does and all the trolls come? Whitney, can you help me out? What's everyone up to this weekend? 9 people. Hello, everyone. I went to the thrift store today. Connor, I'm so tired. Me too, man. Can you tell? I'm on my phone, so I'll do my best. I get it. Hi, Mary. Hi, Scott. Hi, everybody. Oh, good. It's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. When I first signed on and there was no one, I started talking to myself so that when people watch the replay, they won't think I'm nuts just sitting here by myself. Oh, man, I'm so sorry, Ashleen. Any good yarn finds? You know it. Yeah. Actually, when I got to the thrift store today, recently the yarn section has been empty. I don't know why that would be. Like, I don't know who's buying it all. I got to the thrift store today and the lady was putting out yarn. And I was like, do you have more that you're putting out? Because I can wait. And she's like, yep. So I waited around and I actually went back another time to see if she put any more out, but she didn't. She put out a ton of stuff and I had to, thanks, Nellie. She put out so much stuff and I had more in my cart, but I put it back because I have to be more picky because I have such, pardon me, I have such a large collection, hoard. Now I do use it. I think I use a lot more yarn than most people, right? Because I'm like making stuff and I'm like using it up, but then I also replace it. But I depleted a lot. Exactly. Hey, Jenna, I did not make this shirt. It's from Target. It's a dress. Oh, tie that back up. Do you age restrict your live streams? I have them marked as not for kids. I don't know if but I don't think I age restrict them. Why would I do that? Hi, Angela. Hello in New Mexico. You narrowly avoided getting hit by a car on your motorcycle. I'm so sorry. The reason you can't stress, you probably are full of like you can't sleep is you're full of like adrenaline, right? Scary. Hi, Nellie. Bonjour. I'm sorry you went through that, Andrew. That's really nuts. That's really scary. 20 people here on a Friday afternoon. Well, hello, hello, hello. Hey, Spooner. Spooner, I love the porch coffee emoji. Isn't it amazing? I love that one. I've been working with my sister, and she said to get her some more ideas for emojis, so I'm all ears. Yeah, so okay, well, you know, it's still a family-friendly show, Connor, so it's marked as not for kids, but try and keep it friendly for everybody, you know what I mean? Do you have any favorite items you have made? Ooh, yes, I made a blanket for my mother. It is in really beautiful, keep it PG 13. I don't know. I'm not a stickler, but you know what I mean. I don't want it to be like I don't want somebody to like turn this on. A lot of people who watch me have children, and I don't want them to like accidentally, you know. I try to keep it generally. Oh, okay. So thank you for understanding, Connor. Thanks, Whitney. Whitney gets it, right? Like, Whitney, we're not very PG people, right? I just get the sense, right? Like, I don't mind cussing. I never cussed growing up. I grew up very conservative, and I love to cuss now. So, but you know, for this sake, you know, uh, for the sake of who might little ears that might be listening in and stuff like that. I got off of Vosh's. I don't know who that is. Sorry. Submitting paperwork to do insurance for my assistant. Oh my gosh. One dark vision. I agree with that. Doing anything like that is so not cool. I don't know how they're like, how are you supposed to do medical stuff like that? Actually, I don't think it's weird to not like to cuss and to avoid it. I think it's just a personal thing. I think it's a personal thing. Who was I talking about? Oh yeah, I made my mother a crochet blanket. It's mosaic crochet on the border, and it was my first time doing mosaic crochet, and it's in like these like rusty red, browns, and cream colors, and the border is like an interlocking squares. It's really pretty. That's probably the best favorite thing I've ever made. Yes, yes, I'm agreeing with everyone. But yeah, I don't think it's weird to not like cussing. Do it. I mean, do you? I'm enjoying this view of myself in the back because I've worked so hard to get my office to where I wanted it, like where I run my business out of it. So it's so nice to like see it all come together, right? Piece by piece, working hard to do it piece by piece. Yeah, preppy vibes. That's pretty much it. Hey, Pass, how are you? Andrew said that a long-winded, friendly conversation is known as a yarn in Australia. Have you mentioned that to me before? I think, was it you in the comments who said that I should call autistic people talking something about yarning? That's cool. I think that's neat. Yeah, I've worked so hard on it, Ashley, and especially coming up because the room is not very large. So coming up with different ways to display slash store yarn like this, like I had to go. Other people were saying, "Oh, bring it down so we can see it more," but nowhere else in the room can I put it where it fits. I have to keep it up off the floor. Thanks, Andrew. No, I agree with you. I think that sounds cool. Preppy vibes. What is something you're currently working on? Great question. I can show you. I'm currently working on a baby blanket. It's almost done. You may have seen the short I did about it. I have to make another one because it's almost finished. This one I think it's called the Grace pattern. It's free on Ravelry. And the yarn is Lion Brand ice cream yarn. Lion Brand ice cream yarn in the color Parfait, I think. Yeah, it does look like a sunset. So I've been making video. Oh, I made a short about it. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more about it. And then it is going off to a baby. I finished knitting your first sock yesterday. Congratulations. You promptly lost the yarn for the second sock. Thank you, Liz. Liv, the dress is from Target a few years ago. It does kind of look like a Tibetan mandala. I think the blanket is for a baby. Not my baby. I don't have a baby. Yeah, so that's something I'm working on right now. It's not necessarily a hard project. I like doing the projects when they grow out from a square or a rectangle and they get bigger and bigger. Because in the beginning, sometimes when you're doing a blanket, it's like row by row. It can be hard to keep up the motivation because it's growing so slowly. But when you do from the center out, it feels like it's growing really fast. And then at the end is when it starts to take a long time to get around each loop. So I kind of like doing the from the center out projects. I tried doing a granny square and failed, gave up trying crochet after that. Yeah, I'm not sure granny square is the place to start. I know that some people do, but I think like doing like a regular row and learn how to turn and do another row, like do a washcloth that way. That's probably a better idea. Another idea, I have not done this yet. I got it at the thrift store. It's not done at all. It's just open. It's the Woobles kit. I think if you use a coupon at Joann, you can get them for like 50% off and they're $15. And then they give you like all the videos to do along with it. Like that might be an option. I know a lot of people like those. I have heard many people saying animals are a good way to start. I don't know about like this. See how easy this, I mean, you might not know it if you don't have any experience. This, they have it started for you. So this might be a good option. Hi, Isabella. Has anyone ever noticed the crack in my mirror up here? The crack that shall never be fixed. It's part of the decor. All right, let's get started, shall we, on what I got at the thrift store today. As I said, they had a ton of stuff. The lady was putting it out. So I got to look through it first. But, hey, Jeffrey, how are you? Love the emojis. Isn't the hat so cool? The coffee mug, the hat. My sister sent me a different color one, and I was like, oh, can you do the yellow hat? Because that's like my hat is the yellow hat. Yeah, so I was at the store today, and I had a bunch of stuff in my cart. I actually ended up putting back. Yeah, my antenna. That's what it is, ASC old man. You thought it was a lamp cord hanging. Why not? Well, thanks, Scott. Sorry, I can't read. Your autistic daughter got frustrated with Wooble. She wants perfection immediately and finds it hard to understand that mistakes are part of the process. I'm sorry to hear that because I'm like that too. That's why I think maybe the best way to start is with like a thicker, not super thick, but like just a normal medium weight yarn, the medium weight crochet hook, doing single crochets back and forth in like a washcloth size, and just getting that down. Because once you get the basic stitch, it's not even that. I don't think, here's the thing. People really think that like it has to do with understanding how to do the stitches. No, it doesn't. The stitches I don't think are that hard to understand once you learn how to do it. It's you need to build the muscle memory in your hands to hold everything. Now I can do it without even thinking, but for the first long while, it feels wrong to hold it, and you don't have the muscles working in your hands to do it correctly. So if you're getting frustrated, I hate to say don't, but just know that you need some time for your hands to understand what it feels like to do the work. And it has nothing to do with like, oh, this is too hard, right? Because most crochet, I'd say, can be done with like a few basic stitches, like single crochet, half double, double crochet, sometimes a treble crochet, but mostly single and double crochet is all you need to do like amazing things. I think the blanket that I just showed is basically like some slip stitches, like very easy stuff. You just need to get the muscle memory to hold things together. That's the biggest thing. I don't even have some of the first stuff that I made, but I've come a long, long way. And now I can move pretty fast. I'm not as fast as some other people that I've seen, but you really just need to learn how to hold it all together in a comfortable way. Yeah, so there was some, like, a lot of Super Saver, brand new Super Saver at the thrift store today. And there were a few, hey, I crochet. Hey, Shape of Soup. That's a cool name. I'll grab some yarn for us to get you gotta get the muscle memory. The hook, like holding the hook, holding the thread in one hand, and then also holding your work. That's the hard part. Not the actual, like, once you learn how to do a single crochet, that part's not hard. It's like getting your hands used to it. It does feel wrong. So yeah, I almost bought some Super Saver in like the purple ombre color. I almost bought 4 balls of that, and then some stuff. It looked like somebody gave all of their new yarn instead of doing the project. They gave it to the thrift store. And I almost bought a bunch of this green and gray yarn, but I already made a blanket once with green and gray, and I don't want to do it again. I don't really have time to be making stuff out of Super Saver, so I put it back because I don't need all the yarn just because it's a good deal. So there's that. Hey, Nisi, I'm about to show some yarn I got. Whitney, you're not coordinated. I'm telling you, like I'm still trying to relearn how to knit in a way that's more comfortable to me. Like I really like to learn how to do continental knitting, which is a long explanation of how it's different than, hi, Ida. Hi, Angela. Hi, Scotsman. I am well. Thanks for asking. I'd love to learn to do continental knitting over American style. But I just can't get I haven't been able to commit to doing it for long enough to get the muscle memory down. Ashlyn, there are different types of knitting in that there are different ways to hold the yarn and move the yarn. It's the same product. But like, for instance, like Norwegian pearl and things like that, like it's the same product. The difference is how you're holding everything and how you're putting the needles in and things like that. So same product, different mode to get there. Yes. How long did it take you to get the hang of continental though? Continental as in continental Europe, basically, yeah. Hi, Care. All right, let's get to what we got. Do you guys want to see the yarn first or the yarn last? So the first, I'll do last. So the first thing that I got is a thing that as soon as I saw it, I thought this is going to be a really fun and easy thrift flip project that I can do as a short for my channel. Hi, Missy. So I picked this up. It's a little bit more expensive than I usually like to spend at the thrift store. It was, well, I always use a 20% off coupon, but it was $14.29. However, I'm gonna do I'm gonna make a video of me. This is thrift is not an easy word, and thrift flip together is not easy for me. So here you go. I picked this up. It is this long dress with slits on the side. It was $14.29 with the, and there was a coupon. And it is, the reason I picked it up, if you aren't a fabric person, if you are, maybe you know, it's 100% linen. Perfect for the upcoming summer. So what I'm gonna do as my my flip is I'm gonna cut it in half and do like more of a shorty crop top with the top. Exactly, Mary. So I'm gonna cut it in half and do like a shorty crop top with the top. And then the bottom, I love the white on the top. I'm not so much white on the bottom. I don't even know if the person who bought this ever wore it. Is there pockets in it? Yeah, there is. I don't think the person who bought it ever wore it because the pockets are still sewn shut. But then sometimes I feel like when things come with pockets, people don't realize they have to open them sometimes. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, make a crop top with this. Very easy. And then I'm going to cut it with enough on the bottom to make the bottom a skirt. And then I'm going to dye the skirt a different color because I don't want to wear a whole white outfit. And then do a skirt and a top. And I think for that, for a 100% linen outfit and a quick like flip like that, because it's not going to take long to do the flip at all, that's a deal. Have you ever tried using yarn from the Shetland Islands, Scotland? It's meant to be really cozy. I feel like I may have had Scottish wool before. Yes, Mary, I'm going to do an elastic waist. And then for the top, I might do a tie waist because I do have like a grommet maker. So I might do a tie waist at the top and then the bottom will be an elastic waist. So it'll be a cute little crop top skirt situation. And then the skirt, I'm going to use some like Rit fabric dye on it. I haven't picked a color yet, but I did pick up some vinegar at the store today for when I dye that. I think it would look wonderful fabric painted. That's a good one. I have to use my left hand to move the yarn off the hook. Are you talking about crochet or knitting? Please update the creation. Yeah, so I will keep you guys updated because I bought it for my business, for Widget Theory. So we can do a thrift flip together. Because I don't just talk about autism on my channel. Next thing that I got, I don't know why lately, but anytime I see something hand quilted, I pick it up. That's a few buckles short and the sleeves aren't long enough. Not sure what we're talking about. Anyway, look at this beautiful hand quilted like little tapestry. How cute is that? So this is going to be so easy to do a thrift flip for the channel with. And inside, it said it's all hand done. Look at how it's hand picked. Guys, this was $2.99. I don't think that's a table runner because it's short. They had it with the words. They had it with the table placemats, but it's not because I think it's meant to be a wall hanging. There are 3 little pieces of Velcro. So I think it's meant to be a wall hanging. So it's this really pretty hand, and it's hand done too. You can tell it's like the picking on the back, you see? And it says, for Mimi, October 30th, 1992, Basel, Switzerland, by Angie Cree, Luis Giannosis, the name of the person who made it. So what I thought I could do, and I might even make it and then sell it on the Woodshed Theory shop on Etsy. I thought it would be such a good and easy bag because all I would have to do, right, is fold it over like an envelope and then put on some more Velcro. And I could line it and put some pockets in there or whatever, but fold it with some more Velcro and make a bag. I thought that'd be so cute. And then somebody could really enjoy it, you know what I mean? Instead of like that could be such a cute little bag. And somebody could enjoy it instead of it just going in somebody's closet forever. What do you think of that? Should I make it into a bag? I think it's really pretty, and I think but the flowers are upside down. Not on this side. They'd be upside down on this side, but they wouldn't be upside down on this side. See? So I thought it'd be like, that would be such a cute idea to do like a tote, like a little bag. And I think it would be an easy flip to do. And I could sell it to somebody who would want to use it as a bag. And then I just don't like the idea of if you keep this in your closet, like maybe somebody would hang it on a wall, I guess. But this way somebody gets to use it and enjoy it. So that's the other thing. Or the side of a tote bag, yeah. Or I thought like the back of a jacket, but I might not get around to that. So yeah, hand quilted little banner there for $2.99 with 20% off. So those are the non-yarn things that I picked up today. So one's going to be a cute little set, crop top and skirt set. And then one's going to be could I cut it in half and flip one side around? Yes, Mary P. That's a good idea. Thanks, Mary. I might do that. And then I could line it. It wouldn't be that hard to line it and then put like a pocket or two in the lining. Because to me, pockets and purses are very important. And then I could do like a crochet or some sort of strap. Thoughts? Nice, right? What a fun sewing project that would be. And I just love the idea of giving it a new life. Yeah, so those are the 2 thrifty projects. It could be a pillowcase, but I don't know. I like the idea of making a wearable. But I like the pillowcase idea. Okay, who's ready to see what else came today? Okay, first bag. Let's go with the yarn. First bag. Now, one of the skeins in this bag, which was $2.99 without the coupon. As soon as I saw this, I was like, well, that's gonna go right back into the donate bin. Actually, it's pretty funny because some of the yarn that was hanging up that she was putting out is yarn that I've donated, guys. So a lot of the yarn that like I only have small amounts left or whatever, I'll like put it back into the donate bin to get my 20% off coupon. It goes round and round, see? So this is what is going right back to the donate bin. This is awful. This is a vintage 19, I don't know, there's not even a, it must have, the latest it could be would be the 70s because there's no barcode on it. Light pink Red Heart Wind Tuck sports yarn. It feels terrible. And that will go right back into the donate pile. Hey, Barry. Okay, so the reason, nice. It's got some fuzzies on there. That's okay. The reason I picked this bag up, this is the best yarn or the finest yarn from the haul today. It's a brand called, forgive me, all of the Danish people who are about to hear me slaughter this, Isager. It's very high end. It's Danish, 100% pure new wool, made at Skivgarn in Denmark. It's a little bit scratchy. It's pretty thin, like a sports weight. Now, here's, I see your joke, Mike, Autistic AF. Remember when you were asking, like, what does 1-ply and 2-ply mean? Well, there's a different ways that they call the yarn as far as its thickness. So a sport weight would be like a 2 or 3 weight yarn. So that's the thickness of the sport weight. So yeah, this is a very, very high-end, expensive yarn. I actually looked it up in the store just to make sure, because I was like, they put these together. And I was like, okay, well, let's see if it's worth it. And this was worth it. So that's getting donated right back to where it came from. Next. This didn't have a price tag, and I had to ask the lady to go put a price tag on it. How embarrassing. So she sold it to me for 99 cents. Now this is even thinner, and I call this a lace weight. Mike, here you're learning. Michael. This is like a 1 weight. See, it's like a string. I think that this would look really good held together in the knitting machine with this. And this is all just like beautiful, like woodsy, muted colors. It's by a company called Golo. And I looked it up, and I think it's more like an Amazon kind of company. Let me see if there's anything underneath here. Nope. I'm just going to guess it's 100% wool because it says that it's lang, which means wool. So I thought that that was really pretty. So those two. Then we've got this. here's another thing. Oh gosh, what is that? This is like a thing off of a plant, like a picky plant. That's what happens when you live in a place where the grass always dies, California. Okay, here's something where I know immediately there was 2 things in this bag, and I thought I'm going to be donating this right back to the store. Frozen 2 yarn. So obviously this came from some sort of kit. And I'm assuming that it's 100% acrylic. It's roving. The fuzz is coming off of it. Hi, Henrika. So that's Frozen 2 yarn. That's going to go with the 70s yarn. What's wrong with these yarns? Well, the color is very lush, Ida. I agree. It's not enough to make anything with. It's super... see how it's like pulling? That means it's not spun very well. It's not going to wash very nice. It's just part of like a kid's kit from Disney. And then this one feels like an old scratchy something. It's not very nice. The original acrylic. Oh yeah, it's super old actually. It's Orlon acrylic. It hasn't held up that well over the years. And my favorite is sometimes you get these labels and it says 100% virgin Orlon acrylic, virgin plastic. It's 100% virgin plastic fiber. That always makes me laugh. Hey, Kim from Affordably Crafty. I miss you. Isn't that funny, Kim? Have you ever seen the old yarn that says it's virgin acrylic? That makes me laugh every time. Like, thank you for letting me know. What's a virgin Orlon? I think it's some sort of alien species from the planet Orlon. Yeah, TJ, so a lot of the older yarns, like when the Orlon acrylic first came out, Orlon is kind of like the brand of plastic they were using, like a brand name. A lot of them said 100% virgin Orlon acrylic or 100% virgin acrylic. Like I guess like that could mean like it's not from recycled plastic, but it's so dumb. Like 100% virgin plastic acrylic. Anyway, the reason I bought that is because of this. Bought this bag of this together. Does this have a weird smell? It's fine. But yeah, look at the fuzz coming off of that. What am I going to make with that? It's not enough to do anything with. Yes, this is the mandala. I have to hurry up. I'm losing power on my phone. This is a mandala sparkle. The likes police are here. Help me out. I love mandala sparkle. I don't have any. They've all been sent out, but I've recently made 2 hats with the mandala sparkle, and I held it together with like some sparkly thread. And every time I make sparkly hats, people buy them right away, and I can tell why. So I love this mandala sparkle, and the color is Aries, and that bag I think was $2.99. So these retail for more than $2.99 anyway, so it's still a good deal. The mandala ombre is what I used for my sock. Like this mandala ombre. Like this mandala ombre. You have a mighty fancy microphone there. Yeah, I'm not using it right now. I'm just on my phone. TJ, how many bands are you going to be in? Okay, I only have one more kind of yarn to show you. I had the other kind of the same yarn. They had like 3 bags of it, and then another bag with a few, like a ball and a half of it in it, in that green and gray color that I didn't want to get. So I put it back because I am using restraint. And they had those bags priced at $6.99 for some reason, and these priced at $4.50. So there are 3 balls in each bag. The color is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So it's 6 balls for $9 of the Mary Maxim Prism yarn. And the color is Wild Orchids. So you can see that what's inside. You made a shawl out of it? Well, there's definitely enough. It says there's 290 yards per skein. Every time, look, they use the stapler and they staple the yarn in there. It's a travesty, a tragedy. Yeah, what should I make with this? Nisi, did you say you made a shawl? I think I have one other color of this, like one ball I got once. Such a pretty color. Way prettier than the gray and the green one. Mary, I've never used Prism. I'd say it's a light 3. And it is roving. It's acrylic, right? It's just acrylic. Yep, it's 100% acrylic. Look at that. Wow. And everybody, when I do stuff for my Etsy, everyone's always like, do you have purple? Where is the purple? Somebody is asking, Kitty in the Garden, roving question mark? What does roving mean? Great question. So most yarns are plied. I'll show you. This is the yarn that, I don't know if Mike is still here, but this is the yarn that Mike sent. Let's see if you can see it. Thank you, Mike, for this gift. Let's see if I can get the end of it out. Do you see on the end here how it's 3 strands together? That means that the yarn has 3 plies, okay? Roving, this one's roving. Don't know if I can find the end of this one. I'm just going to give it back anyway, so. Ah, here we go. Roving is just the fiber, and the fiber is just in one tube like that. It's all in one piece, And they take it and they pull and they twist until it becomes one solid piece of yarn. So that's the difference between roving and regular yarn, which is like plied. One piece twisted, yes, yeah. And roving can be thick and it can be thin, depending on how it's spun. Hello everyone. So that's what I got today. 6 balls of this, great deal. One of the Jensen yarns, which is amazing. Mandala Sparkle. And this wool yarn. That's all of what I'm keeping. This is what will be going back to the donate pile. Is roving less durable? It's not necessarily less durable. Sometimes it can be. It is sometimes more difficult to take care of. So you do have to be careful. So do you have any real wool? Yeah? Yes? Let me show you. Here's wool in its raw state. It's so soft, guys. But of course. So that's wool in its raw state. It's carded, which means it's been brushed out. And it's ready to be spun into yarn. And the reason I got it was so that I could learn to spin and tape myself doing that. I just haven't done it yet. I think BFL stands for Blue Faced Lancashire, something like that. Did you ever spin your own wool? Andrew, my goal is to do that. Erin, I can only use acrylic. I am so allergic to real wool. That's totally fine. I think that it's great that acrylic is an option. Somebody was asking on my hat giveaway, like, why did you give away an acrylic hat? That's the cheaper of the yarns. But the reason I give away the acrylic hat, I think I have given away a 20% wool one before. It wasn't an issue. But I prefer to give away an acrylic hat because a lot of people are allergic to wool. And I'm not going to give away something that... Leicester. Okay, blue-faced Leicester, I think that's this kind of beautiful baby. Mary, that's so cool. So in case you guys just dropped in, other than the yarn at the thrift store today, I picked up this lovely hand-quilted, I think banner, because there's like sewn on Velcro. I don't think a lot of people are allergic to acrylic. I don't think many people are allergic to acrylic either, because what would you wear if you were allergic to acrylic? Maybe like bamboo or something like that? Polyester? And then I also got the one, oh, Barry, were you here when I showed this? I got this to make a set. Why do I put the word little in front of things? A set for myself. It's a 100% linen dress that I'm going to turn into a shirt and a skirt. You're going to plant cotton and flax? Teresa, where did I get my hair? Odd question. Hi, Helen. Hemp is a good thing to wear too. Lyocell, that's a plant-based fiber. Yeah, I felt so lucky to find this. It's just not I want to wear it like every day, and I don't want to wear like a white sack every day, so I'm gonna turn it into a shirt and a skirt. So watch out for that later, because there'll be a little short of me making that. I like doing arts and crafts for shorts for YouTube. Bamboo is popular too. Yes, I have bamboo wool as well. Bamboo is known for being very soft. I'm trying to think if I have 100, I don't know if I have 100% bamboo. Can you explain to me how alpaca feels? I stopped at an alpaca shop in Mora, but I don't remember. Lauren, it feels like a cloud, like super, like, have you ever pet a baby, like a fluffy puppy or something like that? Or a fluffy baby lamb, or it's just very soft. Sophie Ray, what is happening? Nothing. A buttery cloud. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Mary, you're totally right. I do Ren fairs that linen could easily be used for costuming? Just a thought. I have gone to the Ren fair and I made a costume, and I do have some shorts of me making the costume. The corset part was taken down because of the music got taken off of YouTube. But yeah, that's a great idea. And I did get a few months ago, I got some red leather that I'm gonna make next time we go to the Ren fair. I'm gonna make a cape with it. Have I ever watched the process of making a kilt? I think maybe. I remember my grandma has mohair rugs. The absolute opposite of a weighted blanket. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, Mary, I won't pull it out, but I got a bunch of like full leather hides at the thrift store, red ones. They're amazing. Thank you for sharing. Ren Fair, yes, the medieval fair. All right, guys, I'll have to go in a minute. Is there any other kinds of yarn that you're interested in that you'd like to see? I might be able to show you. Could you get a dye of your Woodshed Theory mark for that red leather? Maybe, but I don't think I'd use it very much, so. Yes, Renaissance Fair. But you'd love to go to a Ren Fair? You would do great at the Ren Fair, Mike. Mike, I feel like you were born to go to a Ren Fair. Yeah, Ren Fairs in the States these days, they're more like fantasy, like Comic-Con, but like immersive fantasy instead. So you can do Renaissance, medieval, fairies, pirates, wizards, anything fantasy goes. Mohair from Angora goats. Angora is from rabbits. I don't suppose you can get rabbit yarn. I have a sweater. Actually, it's in the other room, so I won't grab it, that I made from rabbit from Angora yarn. Maybe this is weird, but I can show you some rabbit, like, oh no, I don't have, I don't have any Angora. I don't have any like Angora rabbit. That's different. But I have had that yarn before. I made a sweater from it. They don't hurt the rabbits, Ashleen, don't worry. Angora rabbits, if you want to look them up, they basically just look like a huge cotton ball. And they have to keep shearing them to get their fur. Yeah, I've only been to the Renaissance Fair once. I loved it. It was always a dream of mine to go. I made my own costume. I can't wait to go to another one and make my own costume. I got this at the Renaissance Fair to learn how to spin. So cozy. What's the thickest yarn you own? It depends, because like the definition of yarn can be pretty wide. So I've owned some things that are made of like velvet rope that's considered called yarn. That was pretty thick. Right now I have some, I always say it neuro, and people say, oh, like neuro. No, noro. I have some that's like this thick. But I don't use a ton of super duper thick yarn. So Erin, you couldn't stop thinking about how the dog hair would smell when it was wet. That makes sense. I hope I got it for a reason. You know, I want to learn how to spin, and I wanted to do a video on it. So I still have to do that. Just what dog smell? It smells good. That's definitely an acquired taste of a smell, don't you think? At least it's already carded. Yes. Yeah, it's already set to go. Basically, the woman at the Ren Fair was selling the set so that you could just get started. And then I also bought this is also wool that was from the Ren Fair. Hat avalanche. Okay. This is also wool that was from the Ren Fair that's still up for sale in my shop. It's one of my most expensive hats because the wool was very expensive. But this is hand-dyed from the Ren Fair. The yarn, not the hat. I made the hat from the material. Yeah, Ashleen, I know somebody who has access to alpaca, and they were like saying that they saved the wool for me, and they haven't gotten it to me yet, but I'm thinking like, how would I even clean it? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm at 3% on my phone, so I need to go. I'm so sorry. I hope that you had a fun time watching and hanging out with me today. Thank you for hanging out. And nearly an hour too, you're right. So everyone have a good weekend. I'll see you soon. Thanks for sharing my thrift finds with me today. I'll see you. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. In my heart, I'm saying all of your names, but I'm afraid my phone's going to die, so I have to go. I'll see you later. Bye.